Hello and welcome to Tickled Tuesday, and I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite things today. It's our Stampin' Cut and Embossing Mini Machine, and I will show that to you in just a second. But today we're going to use this machine for two things. One, we're going to make it's called a bookbinding fun fold card, and then we're also going to make a memo pad. Yes, you heard me right, a memo pad. Stampin' Up! Is more than just making cards. You can do all sorts of paper crafts. So I'm going to show you one of those things today. In fact, well, I'll just start by saying a friend of mine gave me these series of, I'm out of breath, I'm sorry, I was running around the house. In our Pampered Pets suite, when it was available, they had special designer series paper, and the designer series paper comes in different, like 4 different designs or something, and then on the other side there's 2 choices with each sheet. So she gave me these papers to create some things, and I am going to make her a memo pad today as a way of saying thank you. Our memo pad, well, this is one that I made. This, what I did is I took, isn't that cute? They're so fun to make. Anyway, I used the Pampered Pets series, and what I did for this particular one was I took this stamp, I stamped it, and then I cut it out with our mini machine with this die. And then I was able to put it on the top, and so that's one of the cat memos that I made. Now, my friend is a dog lover. In fact, she has a dog herself, so we're going to make a dog memo pad. I already put together the designer series papers that I wanted to. I just took a piece of black paper of our basic black and just put that across. You can put a ribbon there, whatever you want to do to split the 2 in half. If you choose to put 2 different designs on it, you can put a solid color up there and the design on the bottom. You can do anything you want, but this is what I chose to start with. And today we're going to cut out this little dog that's in the designer series. Some of our designer series papers also come with the cutouts where you can actually cut out the image on the paper. So I'm going to grab what I need here, and I'm going to get our machine. See how small it is? It is so easy to use, and it's small enough that you can carry it anywhere. So I'm going to open it up. Now when you get your embossing machine, it will come with different plates. It comes with 2 clear plates. Oh, this one's a little messy because I've been using it. But and then it also comes with a base. And on the base there's instructions on how to put it together. Okay, and it's real simple. We'll use this base. What we're going to do here, I'll slide this over for just a second. We're going to use this base, and we're going to put one of our plates on it, and you can see this plate maybe is already cut up because I've used it. And then we're going to put our picture on there. Then I'm going to line this up so that I can cut out the dog right where I want it to. And then I put that plate on top. Okay, I'm going to scooch this over, bring up the machine. It slid a little bit, so I'm going to fix it. Come on. There you go. And then you just put it in there, and you wind her up and wind her through. And you might hear a little crunch in there as it goes over. And you can bring it on out. And there's your image. All right. So that's one way that you can use this machine. I'm going to use a dimensional, which is one of these two-sided sticky pieces. There we go. Actually, I'm going to use more than one here. I'm going to use a couple because this is a bigger piece and I want to make sure that it sticks well and won't fall off. So I'm going to use 3 of them. And I'm going to center this right here. And then I chose to put some green paper with it. And what I'm going to do is, for these, because they're not, it's chipboard that I've used, but it's not a real thick chipboard. So because it's lighter, I only took a half of a memo pad rather than the whole one, and because it'll just keep it from falling off and falling apart. Then I'm just going to put my glue on. And we're going to stick that right there. And there you have your memo pad. And then you can get stripped magnets, and you can put it on the back so that it will hang on a refrigerator or a filing cabinet. So that was a fun one to make, and I'm sure my friend will love it. All right, then the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to do this bookbinding fold. I'm going to put this back in here so I don't lose it. All right. The other thing that you can do with this machine is not only cut things out, but you can emboss images on your paper. So they come, for this particular machine, you get small embossing things. This is called our metal moments, and I have chose, it comes in 2 different ones. I don't know if you can see the different designs. It's kind of difficult, but that's one, and then the other one you can kind of see it against that paper as to what it looks like. All right, and we're going to emboss those. Again, it comes with the plates that go with the machine, and it tells you how to do it. They're all numbered, so you can figure it out. All right. Let's see here. All right, it looks like we need our base. I'm gonna get the base, and we stick our paper inside the embossing folder, and we're going to place that on top with the hinge at the top of the side that you're going to put through, and then you'll put your other plate on top. And once that's all lined up, you just run her through. And we take it out, and you'll see that the paper has been embossed with that print. Isn't that cool? I'm going to do another part because we're going to need that for another section of our card. So I'm going to do one more real quick. Again, you put the base down, you put the paper in the folder, and then put your other plate on top, and you run it through. Okay, so that's another fun thing that you can do with the mini cut and embossing machine. All right, now hopefully I have all my stuff here that I need. I tried to remember it all. All right, this is a 5.5 or a 5 by 11.5 sheet scored at 4 and at 5.5. All right, and so what I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to do first, well, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do this first. We're going to place this piece right here. So I'm going to take my glue, and you can use your Stampin' Seal if you want instead. I just chose to just bring up my glue here with me today, so I didn't have so many things to carry. And then I'm going to put that right there. And then we'll take this piece, and it's cut in such a way that you have to make sure that you get the the orientation correct. Now I should tell you, I'm also going to add another piece, so this doesn't fit the whole thing just yet. I purposely did that, so hang in there so I can show you what we're going to do. So we'll put the glue on there. And we'll put that right there. And then I chose another piece of our hand-penned designer series paper, and I'm going to place that down on the bottom. So we have that, just like that. Okay? All right, then we're going to take, all right, I have two pieces of ribbon here. One's longer than the other. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this ribbon on here, and I'm going to open this up, and we're going to line this up so it's nice and straight. And then we're going to attach this ribbon on this side. Okay. Oh, doesn't look like it wants to stick very well. Probably because it's more of a lacy ribbon, but that's okay. We'll get it taken care of in just a second. Because what you're going to do is on this little spot where we scored, you're going to put glue on all of that between the, remember I said we scored at 4 and at 5.5. And we're going to flip this over. My ribbon does not want to stay in place. And we're going to push it down and glue it in. Come on, buddy. There we go. Okay, and then you're just going to push that down so that will stay, and then when you open it, it'll open up like a book, and thus the name, the book binding fun fold card. All right, I'm going to insert our inside real quick, glue that down. And then I'm going to do something a little different. We have some little vellum sheets that we have in our that we have available, and I'm going to slip half of this right in here. I forgot I was going to do that, so I got to lift this up a little bit. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do it a different way. Hang on just a second. I'm going to go run and get a scissors. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm going to cut this in half. There we go. And then we're just going to stick it on the under the very edge of it where I know I didn't get the glue perfectly. And we're going to let that sit there, and we aren't going to worry about gluing that down because our sentiment will take care of that. I'm going to get another little dimensional. Come on. My hands are sticky from the glue. Now I got everything sticking to me. All right. And we're going to put that right there because I want that sentiment to stand out. Oh, come on. I guess my glue is either stubborn or it's getting low, one of the two. All right. And I'm going to put that right smack dab in the middle. And that'll hold the vellum in place. Then we're going to add our long piece of ribbon, and you can make a bow or you can just tie it around. You can do whatever you want, basically. Let's see here. I'm going to try and make a bow. It's kind of tricky when you have it underneath another thing, and when your fingers are all sticky. All right. Well, where's my end? No, that's not it. All right, for the sake of not being online here so long, or on the video so long, I'm just going to tie it for now. And that makes it really nice too. And then you can just cut your ends off. And there you go. There you have your bookbinding fold card. And it was real simple. You just have all those pieces, but that shows, you've now been able to see how you can emboss and make a nice print on your card, and it makes it really pretty and really fun. That's one of the things that you can do. And you have also seen how you can cut things out and make something other than a card. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and if you have any interest in learning more about this or would like to know more about our catalog and so forth, please give me a shout out at creatingcards@outlook.com. You can email me there with your questions, and I will be happy to answer them for you. Thank you so much. Again, that is creatingcards@outlook.com. You have a great Tuesday. It's been fun sharing with you today.